Alright, time for a Nocturne game. I will be playing against an Evelyn here, which should be okay matchup-wise. I can block one of her important spells with my W. So that can be very beneficial, especially if I'm looking to do it off of her ultimate or something along those lines. However, I will not really be able to invade her. She won't do the same thing either, though. So I guess we're kind of safe-ish early game, both of us. Solo start. I'll just solo start Raptors here, because Alawi needs to place her tentacles down anyway. I do want to start topside here, so I can clear towards Caitlyn Karma, since they are most likely going to shove under the enemy turret. So going bot side here, or clearing towards bot side here, at least makes sense. But yeah, asking Alawi to leash when she has to place tentacles for her laning phase is definitely not the best thing to do. So we are not doing that. Could technically start red, but solo starting Raptors and potentially setting up a path against an Evelyn that will hit me level 6 slightly faster is really good. For the faster respawn on this, basically. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. We'll do this into Krugs. Take W second for attack speed. Yeah. Elo of this game is about like high platinum 1-ish, so you are aware. The Nocturne, it's about 2 or 3 days left at this moment of the time of the upload for the end of this ranked season. As Nocturne is definitely one of those champions that's really good for solo queue and something you can definitely abuse to get some free low at the end, which I'll be showing you in this video. So yeah. Reason I wanted to do another Nocturne one at the end. You can clearly see the bot lane pressure is already building up. They just got level 2 advantage. Caitlyn is going to get the push. So this should work out quite well in our favor. We place the Q in this direction so we can kind of kite the red a little bit on an increased damage path. And then we just go into bot side now. I'll do 2 points Q because the Evelyn is just not going to invade me, so I don't have to worry about any of that. I do want to finish the full clear though. I could technically look for like a level 3 gank on bot lane here, like right after this, just insta-run bot, which would be okay. But I'm going to go for like a nice consistent-ish setup at the start for most of you guys to replicate, basically. At 4 minutes, this camp will respawn, by the way, so that's something I do have to keep in mind timing-wise. If I am going to go for the bot lane gank, I have to be slightly quick about it and actually still make it in time for that. Fight it up. Karma is literally warding right now. Don't know if the gank's necessarily going to be too pulsable, because if I had a Thresh, it'd be a slightly different story, but I don't have a Thresh, or I don't have any good gank setup on bot lane. I have Ezreal Rumble, which is basically the most useless lane I could possibly play for, so actually looking at this like opportunity for mid's going to be better. I also can't really commit too much time to bot lane here, because if I do that, I'd lose my Raptor spawn and my Krug spawn, which is definitely something I don't want. So I'm just going to loop in from behind on this guy here and see if I can make something happen. I did hit him. I misclicked, so that's auto-pathing to the moon. That's really bad for me. That's mine, at least. Yeah, I think I could have had him, maybe, if I didn't auto-path like that. But regardless of anything, as you can see, my Raptors and my Krugs are respawning due to this clear. And that's why I wanted to play for that a little bit more as well. So I should get at least a tempo advantage out of this, hopefully. Ooh, my bot lane gets the first kill. Wow. God damn, bot lane. I did not think you were running those. Gonna have the danger of being there on bot side, because the Evelyn's most likely going to show soon. So gonna have to let them know on that one. Good flash. Ah, but they didn't listen. No, please don't die to that gank. That'd be really sad. Okay, we're good. They did not die to the gank. Evelyn kind of trolled that super hard, so they actually end up just getting a double kill, I guess. Fair enough. I guess we take those. Thank you, Evelyn. Good move. Could technically wait for the longsword here, but I'm just going to walk out of base instantly. Instantly going for dragon here wouldn't make any sense. Kind of need my bot lane to like be back in the map, so I can just like do my wolves, do my grump when it respawns potentially, and then look for a dragon. Or at least my wolves and then look for the dragon, something like that. Could be decent. Quite big that my bot lane actually won that. I don't know how, but we take those. Can we dragon here? There is a bot wave building up, though. feel like Dragon here is fine. Especially with Karma being top lane. Do this, because we know Karma just went top lane for the kill on top. So if I just insta-Dragon, it should be fine. Rumble has really good Baron damage, or Dragon damage as well with his passive. So that's really nice. Lights up in 5 seconds. Good. Get the Dragon. Perfect. It just lined up really well. My bot lane had the advantage since Karma was there. There's not much Evelyn can do since she recently died. She doesn't have anything to be able to fight that. She just has to clear her camps, which is something I also knew. So something else to note here right now is this camp should respawn relatively soon. So I can just do my romp into walking towards Raptors and get the camp. I do have a Scuttle spawning on bot side that I do actually want to get. You can see here the Raptor camp is respawning, as I said. Is she going to insta-go for that? Probably not. I just take the Scuttle here and I should be okay to walk for it still. GP doesn't have a shutdown yet. I do hit level 6 after this, so that does open a potential gank opportunity for me. Go in on this. We hit the fear. Hit the spell shield as well, so she doesn't like fear me or anything. Not a kill for me, but I'm not going to flash or waste my flash when she's guaranteed to be dead anyway. It doesn't do anything. Like, I could technically flash after that and all that, but she's not going to be worth. I am patient. She's going to walk back forward, surely. Trusting kill to ult me, which he did. And we're good. Good job. I never would have walked up like that, by the way, if it wasn't kill, because I just saw her green dot, right? And that just means she presses ult on me, I survive no matter what, because she will block ult damage. It is just a bit of faith there, though, because if she doesn't ult me, then she griefed me, but one thing, but then I also die. That would have been out of my control, but yeah. Not too bad. Please be careful for Evelyn. She is pretty much guaranteed to be bot lane here. Oh, Caitlyn actually got him. Okay. I don't know if that's worth it, because I guess giving 900 gold to Eve would have been worse, but I think I would have taken the risk and just tried to run. She is there, as you can see. It was pretty obvious she was going to be bot side. It was just more so a situation of it's going to be like, is she going to get there in time? And Ezreal decided to die to Caitlyn instead, I believe, so I guess whatever. If he got the execute, that would have been obviously absolutely huge, but yeah. GP is pushing in the wave here, so we're just going to walk up to the top lane play. We have the Herald in our eyes here too, so we're going to look for that as well. But this guy's probably going to barrel combo me some way, somehow. Okay, okay, fair. He ignited me and he dealt a lot more damage than I thought. I should have probably played that slightly differently. I just didn't think he was ever going to kill me there, but apparently he has enough damage for that. So that's my bad, I suppose. I mean, it's not the worst death in the world, because I wasn't worth a shutdown anyway. The only thing that could cost me here is the fact that I might lose Rift Herald, which is something I would not like to happen, but we're just going to run for it now anyway. Just going to go for like Rift Herald top Scuttle here type deal. Q for some extra movement speed as well. I think giving the Alawi some kill pressure there is quite big. Interesting auto-pathing. I should probably just wait here for Eve to go back in on this. Did I just show myself? I misclicked there, so I hope I didn't. I'll be able to react with ult quite fast if something does happen. I'm just going to go Scuttle here. Oh, that's... kept walking forward, I suppose. Do I check? No, I failed my flash. I'm so bad. Oh, my eyes, my eyes, my eyes. That should have been a free kill, man. God damn it, I suck. At least he's recalling, so I got a free Rift Herald, but I am bad. Oh, ugh. I mean, like, this is fine because she has to reset off that play anyway. There's nothing she can do, so I get the Herald guaranteed, but I should have had that kill. That was just bad on my end. Just real cringe flash. Happens to the best of us, I suppose. Sadly. It does very much hurt when it happens, though, I will say. I obviously will not be able to play for this GP here. He's just going to realize I'm there, and I'm just going to have to reset anyway. So I'm just going to reset instantly here and just move towards bot side to potentially defend the dragon from happening. If Rumble moves up, we should be good. We should be good. This guy has 8 kills on Ezreal, though. Like, he is absolutely chilling. They really gave him some freebies there. I mean, to be fair, GP also has 5 kills, I suppose. This is not ideal. Still needs to rotate over. She cannot be AFKing here. Pretty sure she goes mid here. That's not ideal. I hate it here. Gonna go for this, I guess, anyway. Hopefully my Rumble doesn't abandon me. She shouldn't have Evelyn ult, so I think if Rumble has ults... He doesn't. Okay, if he gets kill, I'm okay with it still. That's fine. I wasn't worth a shutdown or anything. It's not the worst thing in the world. I just thought he had ult. Which probably would have been enough damage, but obviously I didn't. I think I saw Ezreal's green ball as Rumble's green ball for some reason. So I think I just didn't look correctly and died for that one. I do have to use this Herald relatively fast on mid turret, I think. So I can just like, kind of sprint out of base and use it on mid turret, I believe. Should be okay.
An ally has been slain.
Okay. I'm just gonna walk into mid lane instantly and just herald the turret. I think that should be fine. Oh, that combat thing though. Please let me place the herald down, thanks. It should be a free turret between the both of us, which is definitely something I'm looking for here. Please kill turret, please. Thank you. That's great for me. I'll take it. I don't have to fight this. That's the turret down. Herald has been used successfully. That's all I care about there. Eve might go for the invade on me here, question mark. I do have my eye on mid lane right now for a potential ult. But I have to like kind of clear my camps here as well. Can't leave them up for too long. It was just an instant sprint mid there for the Herald use. My Ezreal is very strong here though. That's really good. Gonna clear this. I can smite this as well actually because I'll have another one. I think we could just dragon here. They could also just go mid here, which would be fine. I waited with ult there until she like dashed and ulted away, so I got vision over it. Because I think ulting into the initial play wouldn't have done a whole lot. I would have ulted right into a Nico ult, which is not my favorite. So I think this is fine. Ezreal did die for it though, because he wasn't worth a big shutdown either. Should be a free dragon. Not the most kill participation for me this game, but it's fine. I do have 2 dragons and a Rift Herald plus the mid turret gold, so overall play is fine. GP is quite fed, where my Ezreal is quite fed, so I guess it's slightly evened out that way. Like, top's winning, but bot's winning type deal. I think my kill's dead. I have no ult to react to that, so it's kind of a rip situation for her. If she survives, that's great, but I can't help her at all. She actually did end up surviving, which is huge. We do have outscaling potential as well, like heavily outscaling with kill too. That's a risky place to recall. Think about Eve, please. Use brain. Oh, he didn't use brain. Brain was missing by default. I missed my Q, man. At least I got the Caitlyn, I guess. I griefed though. I should have hit the initial Q, which cost me my life. I was worth a shutdown actually. It doesn't lose me too much regardless. Like obviously I'm bad for missing my Q, because if I just hit the Q and I could just walk out this way, I'd be completely fine. I completely committed to Caitlyn afterwards, and I shouldn't have gotten the kill because she actually greeted instead of walking backwards, which was just a mistake on my end, which is just bad. Once again, making some silly ones this game. But regardless, I like going into that play. I did make the commitment to it, knowing that I wouldn't risk any objectives. Like I don't lose a herald or I don't lose a dragon for that play, right? Like if the dragon was just about to spawn, I never would go for something like that, because I just missed the Q and I just walk away. It doesn't at that point doesn't do anything. I'd rather have the objective pressure instead of giving the objective away. So at least if you're gonna int, if you're gonna die like me, just do it when the objectives aren't there, right? Just have to hurry over because Evelyn is going to be there as well. That's that Caitlyn, good. At this moment in the game, all you really have to look for is enemies that are going to walk out of position somehow. She's going to push third. I'm going to quickly hit that. There, Evelyn's on bot lane. We're chilling. Now, my team loses that, I think, but this does mean I get a free herald once again. And we get a top turret, actually. But yeah, at this stage in the game, any time somebody walks out of position like that, that's what you ult. The entire time you're going to look for that. You're just going to look for, like, objective clears, your camp clears, and then anytime somebody walks out of position like that Caitlyn just did, you just ult them. On cooldown. They are going to make this mistake a lot. Across the board in every elo, basically. I suppose I just hold mid-wave here. I can get, like, mid-wave transition through bot. I have, like, 2 minutes for dragon, so that should be fine. What am I doing today, man? I can't even last hit a cannon correctly. That's imagine that. Oh, my eyes. Build a flash, can't last hit a cannon. Some stupid deaths as well. Wow. I'm having the game of my life. That's okay. It happens. Humble is getting quite strong. I mean, he is already quite strong. He's not just getting quite strong. There's no way I could help the Rumble there, by the way. It's just simply not happening. It was a very far positioned forward. Somebody take blue, please. You are just... okay. She just walked into that one. Is nobody gonna take blue buff, really? That's interesting. I see a GP. Can I kill him, though? If I recalled first, then yes. If I can get him under turret, then probably. Okay, he's not committing to turret play. I don't want to go for him and then die, because that would be really bad. Didn't get that. Dragon in 45. Oh, this is a little scary, I'm not gonna lie. Let's get the Vamp Scepter with that. I'll get a Control Ward as well. I'm gonna have to just portal out real quick and try to get to my team as quick as possible. They do get a catch. Oh, no. Can I get an ult range on time? I don't know. Actually, I don't think Alawi's dead here. Oh, that doesn't connect. Do kill the GP though, which is huge, but I wasn't able to reach the... oh, Eve died. That's massive, actually. I think Eve got slammed by like a random tentacle on the end there. I should be able to pick up the red buff here. Yep, nice. Good. That's very good, actually. I was able to get in range in time with my ult there, which is really big. I was able to finish off GP. It's a little sketch though there for that play, but yeah. Should be okay. Like, main priority targets for me are definitely, like, GP is very much on the top of my list. How long on this thing? 86. That's enough time, right? Feels dead, I think. There is definitely a trend here of my team just walking forward. That's a little scary going into the later stages of the game if they keep doing that. Please just reset, because we do have to respect an Evelyn there. I still have like a minute on that, so I can definitely just clear to my topside camps here and then just reset for base, I think. I want Ezreal to pick up the red buff here. I can smite this, I think. Should be okay. I don't want to fight this, though, but I'm gonna have to fight this. Oh, boy. Ezreal missed his ultimate. I got more scared than I think I should have been. I think I messed up there by being a little bit too scaredy cat mode. Just hit the Q and she's dead, guaranteed. Because I will be able to chase her down with my Q path. As you can see, no problems. Just run him down. Ezreal has those, I'm sure. Thank you. Please, Ezreal. Are you joking me? Stop doing the wave, please, man. It is a free Baron and he's hitting 2 minions on top lane. I don't want to oh, Kale's doing blue buff, great. I don't want to insta start Baron there when the Ezreal is like AFK top, because that would take way too much damage. I just need him to show up for it. Because I think we've already wasted a lot of time due to Kale doing blue as well as Ezreal doing 2 minions on top. It doesn't affect us in the end here, but it was definitely sketchy as hell. Finish him off, pick up the blue buff. That's just like a priority thing. I don't know why they just don't insta-sprint for Baron, because it's just free. I mean, they ended up listening, which is fine, but it could have been a problem, delaying us right there. Could have been. Didn't end up being, but could have been. So that always scares me when it happens, when they just like go for waves and stuff. Alright, get this. Get another longsword, I guess. I'm gonna definitely have to just get some... I mean, this is enough damage, right? Like, I've bought plenty of damage. I think if I go steel caps, it should be quite good for like GP and Caitlyn. I definitely need some magic resist though. Spirit visits will be beneficial. Please do not take my scuttle crap. You already took my gromp. Thank you. Oh god. I don't have ult yet, actually. This kind of sucks. Having ult here would have been really... Oh. I'm gonna block the other one with my spell shield. Best. Oh god. I'm gonna have to walk this way, Q backwards as well. Did hit the Evelyn. That was a pretty bad situation due to my ult cooldown. Run. Just run. Just keep running. Keep... Oh. That's a risky one. Resetting there against Eve. If Eve is on his tail, he's instantly dead. If he runs, he has a chance. I don't think Eve chased him, so I think he was like fairly lucky there, but that could have been real scary. I still have complete dragon control, so it's still okay in that sense. While I still have the time right now, I'm just gonna clear my camps up. Getting close to like level 16 here is quite big. Clean this up. I think this has to be the time that I sell this for steel caps. I'm pretty sure that's the correct time on that one. Do lose some ability haste, but at this moment in time, my ult ability hasting is stacked up. I already have some base ability haste, so we're good. Also, for Bloodthirster here, by the way, you just replace that with a Blade of the Rune King if the enemy team is much tankier. This is a simple replacement. I'm gonna pick up this red buff real quick. Okay, we're looking for anybody out of position. Literally anybody. If we see somebody show on like bot lane here or something, we are going for that with ult. No questions asked. I just want her to show up. I'm gonna go for her at the back side of that one. Spell shield myself, smite him. I'm still dead to ignite and his overtime damage, sadly. But the fight's entirely won, so I'm happy with it. I played that initially backwards, let Rumble ult do damage, and then I look for the ult opportunity when I see an opening of somebody splitting off, right? So in that situation, the opening created there, with the Evelyn walking back, I then ult on the Evelyn in that situation. I wait for that play as well, because if I go in initially, I would just get bursted out, and that would not be good. It's not the main role, I guess. The main thing is not for me to, what do you call it? To get or to survive it necessarily. It is just more important to win the team fight. And with these teammates I had and positions they were in, it was probably going to end up in my death in 90% of cases. Because GP had to focus something, and GP does a lot of damage. So he was just going to hit me, and that's fine. You don't always have to survive something, especially if you're not worth a massive shutdown. If you are worth a massive shutdown, then you have to be a little bit more careful. I think they should leave. The reason I think they should leave is because I don't think they can defend against this. I think they just die against Gangplank. I guess it doesn't matter too much if they all die here. Which, yeah, they were going to die there, but I guess it's fine. I'm just going to go for Karma with my ult. At least we clean this up. This is an extremely... Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. I'm going to have to flash that one, sadly. That's exactly why you don't recall in lane like that against Eve. Because she just cost the life of 2 people. And we only killed Eve. I have my ult back in like 17 seconds. I don't think I can kill GP. I need more armor for that. Even if I get more armor for that, I don't know if it's going to happen, to be honest. He's quite a scary boy. I think I just give. It's fine. My team slightly overcommitted to a play they couldn't finish the game there. But the thing is, it doesn't matter too much because the Baron wasn't up. If the Baron was up, them committing the way they did would have been much worse. Because then they're pretty much guaranteed to die, right? Like we kind of all saw that one coming. They were all basically guaranteed to die. For overstaying due to a GP is just going to destroy them essentially. Oh. Do I have to ult for that? Ah, we're fine. 5-man Baron, please. Gonna have to get my fear off and she's dead. She's gonna have to ult. She didn't ult, so she's dead anyway. It's free. Just burst them out in Baron. I guess we could end the game. Maybe. But I feel like I'm literally on Baron anyway. My kill has push, so if I just give kill Baron, it should be okay. Yeah, we saw the GP in this angle. That's why we have the blue trinket thingy, so we can just walk up and ult him. For free, and it should be fine. Yeah, pretty good. So last 2 items I would look for here are probably going to be Spirit Visage and Randuin's. Randuin's deals with GP and Caitlyn very well. Spirit Visage would be good for Eve and Nico and Karma, so that would be the end of my build. So I don't need to build more damage with the damage items I already had. So yeah, that is it for Nocturne, and I'll see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright, so for the endgame stats here, I ended up doing 17.3k damage, which is pretty much what I expected, to be honest. Getting out damage by Kill, Ezreal, Rumble is and Illaoi is like not very uncommon, especially with the way the team fights were going to go for most cases, since I did end up dying for some of those, so I do lose damage output there. Plus, Nocturne is more of a 1v1 pick champion, pick-off champion instead of like consistent damage output or poke. So getting out damage here makes a lot of sense. It kind of just was going to happen that way this game, most likely. Objective damage, though, which is a big one at 57.2k. I made sure to be on top of those as much as possible. Like, regardless of what was happening, right, I had to make sure that, like, no matter the deaths, no matter what I did wrong this game, because I definitely made some mistakes, I needed to make sure that it was all around the respawn timers of the objectives. I'm not going to go in and die when Dragon's about to spawn, or I'm going to play for Rift Herald spawns. All that type of stuff is very important. That just gave my team an even bigger edge, because I gave them Dragon Soul, as well as just Rift Herald pressure and all that type of stuff. So, yeah, that kind of snowballs the game much faster. Healing done at 20k. And we have damage taken at 33.1, which is the second highest besides Illaoi, which is pretty expected. Self-mitigated at another 20k as well. Like, Illaoi, basically what it ended up being, like, Illaoi takes the most damage here. It ended up being a situation where Illaoi split pushes, and then when any type of fight arises, I kind of have to somewhat frontline and dive into certain plays for my team to be able to clean up, which is what most plays ended up being. It's fine. However, my gold earned is still the highest at 15.7k. due to jungle consistency, Rift Herald Gold, and just general objective control, right? Just general map rotations. Like, regardless of the fact, the damage output and everything, I still ended up having the most gold. This lethal tempo uptime is absolutely bugged. I don't know what the hell that is. I'm pretty sure the uptime was relatively good, but yeah. A Triumph, not too much HP restored here. You can also easily run the overheal as well, which is very effective on Nocturne. But I mean, they're kind of both fine, right? Like Triumph, the benefit of this is granting you additional gold as well, which is quite nice. But yeah, tenacity here. I mean, just general tenacity. Last stand for more damage in closer fights. I always take the last stand over taking the coup de grace because I'd rather have more damage in those close 1v1s for like split situations where it's like, ooh, just barely edge out on the win, right? In early games scenarios especially, that's really relevant. So I take that in most cases, even though it doesn't end up doing more damage than coup de grace in most games either, because it is more of a low HP type rune. So that's this choice that I made. We have the eyeball collection for AED and the ultimate hunter for the ult cooldown, which I think speaks for itself. But yeah, that's it for Nocturne. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.